welcome to another video. This is part 4 of the demonstration for the 3D competition demonstration. It's an example of how to do things. In the last few videos, which will be in my playlist, I made the fairy, the dragon, the background and the table, all out of products that we use in salon. These competitions are really good. Nail Chemie do a competition every year which I enter, and I have won a couple of them. So this is just a demonstration. It's a guide on how to do things, to teach you to do things. Everything I have used here is from Nail Chemie, and it's not sponsored, not affiliated. I just love Nail Chemie and their products. So there you saw me showing you the little fairy that I'd done, the dragon and his flexible wings, the background, the table and this little nail polish bottle, and you can see how tiny it is against my finger. So today we are going to do a laptop or a computer. So we're going to sketch out on the back of a nail form backing paper, so the rough side, not the shiny side, and we're going to sketch out a square. I would preferably do this with a permanent marker so that you can see the ink through the back side. Here you can see that I am just showing you that you can see through the nail form backing. So yeah, I haven't had any videos up at the moment. I've got 3 I'm waiting to edit, so keep your eyes out for that one. We've had Christmas and New Year, and now we've got another lockdown, so my little one's at home, so it's hard to do a video and edit it. So I'm taking my glass fibre gel from Nail Chemie again, and I'm just doing the shape of the tablet or the computer or whatever we're going to do today. I think it's a computer, I believe. So yeah, I have 3 videos all lined up ready to go. It's just hard having a little one in the house. So we're going to do 2 layers of the fibre gel, cure in the lamp for 30 seconds, and then we're going to take it off the backing, clean it, wipe it, and then do another one. So you'll need 2 of these shapes, rectangular, Lisa speak please. I do hope you had a lovely Christmas and New Year. I got a new camera, so I'm still figuring out the camera screen. As you can see, the screen's just a little bit like hazy, but I have got on top of that, so just bear with me in the next one, and then the one after that the video quality is going to be a heck of a lot better. It was something to do with my light and the overexposure and stuff like that, so I'm new to the technology. So yeah, here I am doing the second one. That's my little boy's demonstration of what I was doing. So whilst I was working, he'd done this demonstration, and I thought that the lamp, the UV lamp or the LED lamp that he did at the bottom there, he was trying to show you, and he's waving there. So yeah, I'm just in the process of doing the second one, and then we're going to clean it, wipe it, and then cut it to size. And with it being fibre gel and gel, you can cut these with scissors. It's not going to do it any damage or anything like that. So yeah, back to the Christmas and New Year. We had a quiet one, obviously everybody did, and then New Year we did nothing. And I was hoping for the kids to go back, but obviously with lockdown now, we're stuck in our 3rd lockdown, but we're not going into that one. So you can see the idea that I'm going with here. So I'm just chopping this to size, and then I will fix it together, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to take Serenity from the Wishes collection from Nail Chemie, and I'm going to paint these, and ideally I should have painted this while they were still stuck to the form, but me being stupid and realising things a little bit afterwards, I didn't do it. So yeah, so I'm going to paint these twice, do 2 coats and cure for 30 seconds in the LED lamp. So here I'm taking my velvet matte top coat, the best matte top coat in my opinion from Nail Chemie, and I'm just going to coat that with a lovely thin layer and cure it in the lamp for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to peel that off the backing paper, because when we coloured it, oh god I can't speak, when we gelled it and put the colour on, it sort of left little flaky bits, so I'm just trimming off those ends, and then I believe I filed the edges just to sort of make it a little bit more neater. So here you can see that what I'm trying to achieve, and I'm creating a computer, a laptop computer. I think that was what I can't get my words out today, and I don't know what's wrong with me. I figured out that one side was too big, and like I said, you can just clip the edges and it's absolutely fine. So now I'm going to take my Nail Chemie palette, which has been an absolute godsend over Christmas, and I've decanted some of the colours already that I'm going to use. I'm going to take my 5mm liner, my black artisan paint, and my white, I believe, and I'm taking my tweezers because this is how I found it easiest to paint, and I'm going to fine line, which is the best fine liner in the world that I've tried. It is phenomenal, and I'm just going to create a little box. So it will be the keypad. I later found out that I'd missed out the mouse pad area, but that really doesn't matter. So I'm just sort of creating like a grid effect to create the keys on the bottom of the computer, laptop. I still can't think of the words. So I'm going in a line across, and then I'm going to do, I think that's vertical lines, or these horizontal lines, and then vertical lines going down. There's no rhyme or reason. This is just to sort of give the illusion that this is a computer. And my hair's in the way. Fantastic shot, Lisa. I do apologise. I'm still learning the techniques of where the camera goes and stuff like that, so just bear with me. But we do have a quality camera now, which is absolutely fantastic. So now you can see me doing the vertical lines going across to sort of simulate the keys on a computer. There we go. Now I'm going to do the same sort of box again and do the outline of this. Now don't worry too much about this because we'll neaten it up in the end, but I'm just sort of giving myself a guide so that I can create the screen of the computer. All Nail Chemie gel paints, artisan paints, cure in the lamp for 60 seconds because they're highly pigmented, so that goes in the lamp for 60 seconds. I'm going to take my gel art brush, my artisan white, and I'm going to do the screen in white. I'm going to give that 2 coats, so first cure 60 seconds, and then in the lamp do it again and in the lamp for 60 seconds again. I also messed up, and I'm going to take my it's a brush soaked in acetone, and it's got like a square edge, so I'm able to neaten up and sharpen up those edges. Now I'm going to take my artisan black again and my fine liner brush, and here is the part where I said not to worry about making mistakes. So I'm going to take the fine liner and I'm going to draw, without my head being in the way, around the edge and just neaten up that edge. I was having a bit of a bad hair day, my hair was a bit frizzy that day, so so I'm going to take these colours, which are the neon pigments from Nail Chemie, and I'm going to create this sort of effect. It's not going to be obviously that effect, but it's going to be that kind of colour. Oh, Lisa, I can't speak. So I'm going to take my base coat and I'm just putting a little bit on where that white line, white part is, that white block. I'm not going to worry too much about it being too neat. I just need it in the centre. So yeah, you can do this with your gel art brush, but yeah. So with another brush, I'm going to start with green, go on to yellow, pink, purple and blue, and I'm just sort of blending those colours together and pressing them into the cured base coat, and I'm just sort of giving the illusion of the Nail Chemie logo, and and when I looked at the Nail Chemie logo, it had these colours in them, obviously a little bit saturated than this, but I was trying to give the illusion that the Nail Chemie logo was printed on my computer. So I keep dipping into the colours and sort of blending them in together, and I also use a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, and I just sort of smudge out the sharper lines that I created at the very beginning. And that's what I was trying to achieve. Now I'm going to take my Artisan Black again and my fine liner, and I'm going to write Nail Chemie. Now I'm going to start, because Nail Chemie is a 9-letter word, I'm going to start with the C, because that's the middle, and then I know that that's the middle, and then I'm going to work out with the H, the E, M for mother, and then the Y, so that I know that it will all fit on the screen. This was quite a challenge for me because I'm not very good at fine line work. I can't see very well, so I was quite chuffed with myself that actually turned out how I wanted. I'm not going for the realism or the exact logo or anything like that. I'm wanting to create the illusion so that from a distance that this looks like it's the Nail Chemie headquarters. So now I'm going on with the N, A, I and L to create Nail Chemie. And that's what I was trying to achieve there. I was really pleased with it. It looked really good, and when I was done, it really did look quite effective. Then I'm going to take my non-wipe top coat, and I'm just going to fill in that little white box to create the screen to make it look like it was a shiny screen. Now I'm going to take my velvet matte top coat, and I'm going to go around the edges of the screen. So this will neaten up where you had may possibly slipped up with the base coat, with the top coat, and it just sort of neatens and sharpens up those lines. So you can see here that this is with my dangly piece of hair in the screen. Fantastic. This is what I'm trying to achieve, is like a foldable computer laptop. I can't say the word. What is wrong with me? So now I'm going to take my velvet matte top coat, which is quite thin, so once it's cured, so I'm flash curing it and then putting another layer on. And once you cure velvet matte top coat, it's quite flexible, but it's very strong, and I've found that this is a really cool way of creating the hinge of the computer. So we've got like a sheet there, and I'm going to fold it round, and as you can see, it's kind of malleable as well as strong. So I'm going to base coat the underneath of the keypad, of the pretend keypad of what we've just made. Put the film of velvet matte top coat and press it in, and as you can see, it's sort of gripping on. You can see where it goes darker, those darker patches is where it's held on, and I flash cure that with my Nail Chemie LED lamp. It's the portable one, it's a little torch. Everything that I've used is in the description box below. I'm going to trim off those edges, and then I'm going to take the other side, and this was quite difficult because when it was closed, it left like a great big gap. So you kind of have to position it so that it can close if you want it to close, or have it sort of half up, half down, so it looks like you're watching it, and then do the whole base coat on the back, and then press the screen into the velvet matte top coat. As you can see that I'm doing there, I'm just sort of bending it into that, folding it into that little sheet that we've made, and then flash cure it with the torch again, and then put it in the lamp for a full 30 seconds. I hope that made sense. It's easier to watch it than it is describing it. So there it is, it opens and closes. I do believe I take that Serenity again, and I just go on the inside of that. Here I am demonstrating what I was trying to achieve. So it's going to sit on the table once we're finished, and it's going to look like a little Nail Chemie desk with all this stuff. So here I am, like I said, I'm going to take the Serenity, and I'm just going to fill in that tiny little gap that was created, and it's not going to seal it up completely, but it's just sort of going to give the illusion of hinges. And like I said, it's from a distance, it's not going to make any difference. I wish I had filed the edges. I think I filed afterwards and realised, but it wasn't all neat and correct and lined up. Like I said, my fine line work isn't that great, so the screen was slightly off, wonky. So I'm velvet matte top coating the top and sealing it all in, and now I'm going to go over with Serenity again over the back and then velvet matte top coat to hide the fact that we'd put the sheet of velvet matte top coat and that sort of fogginess effect. And there we have the tablet that I have made. Well, tablet, computer, whatever, and now it closes. Stay tuned for part 5. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, take care.